If you're reacting to everything that's happening at the moment or everything that comes your way that's stretchy for you, that means that you're not self-loving. So self-loving actually comes from the non-reaction to people having a go at you, not having all your mates telling you how great you are and how special you are and how lovable you are. So when someone calls you a dick and someone says they hate you or they're sick of you and you are so non-reactive inside, that is when you've got self-love covered. And it's really, really important to understand this. I have an amazing relationship with my partner, and sometimes we argue, and it's normal to argue in relationships, and sometimes we have fights. That's very, very normal. If I'm reacting to the needs that she's meant to give me, then we're going to have major catastrophe in the future, especially when things are happening at the moment on the planet. So if you really want to self-love, you have to learn to be non-reactive to the environment around you. So it doesn't come down to being in experiences where you're meditating, where you're having an experience with a person. It comes down to the really, really tough stuff where you're going to be pushed to your limits and you're still responding in the best possible way, where you're breathing calmness, you're non-reactive to stimulus that's around you, and you're really, really connected to the environment when the environment feels torturous and difficult for you. So this is a really important tip, guys, because all the people that I keep hearing, I'm really connected right now, I feel really good, it's probably just an experience that they're having. Don't compare yourself. You've got to learn, and every one of us has to learn to be non-reactive to the environment. Once we start doing this, self-loving starts to build a fortress around us, and we start understanding what is really going on around the people and what's happening in the world at the moment. The more self-love you have, the more capability you have to have clarity, connection, and an ability to make different choices, rather than actually being bumped up against a brick wall because someone's done something that's affected you so deeply. And this is a big challenge for all of us. And our job is to start filling that self-love bucket. So I believe that we're here to learn to love everything and everyone around us, no matter what it is that they are that you're struggling with. So if you hate someone, or you hate this, you're dysfunctional with something that's going on in your world, then there's something inside of you that you've got to have a really, really good look at, because it's actually inside that you've got to deal with. It's got nothing to do with the outside world, and what is going on is will be 100% something empty that's inside of you that you need to fill up with love. So anything that you're struggling with, anything at all, you'd be thinking, well, what is it that I am not filling my own cup out with, and why am I processing and projecting on somebody else's world or the world around us that we can't actually understand? It is us that we're struggling with. And that's the key, guys. Do not focus on the outside world being the problem. You are. Until you solve it, you'll continually be so. And you'll continually look at lenses as the outside world being the problem and you not. So it all comes down to personal responsibility and really connecting in. The more you're able to do this, the more self-love you're able to build, the more this world will change. And do you want to be the catalyst for that? And it really takes a lot of effort to dig deep and love the very things that you don't feel like you can. This is why some people need someone outside of them to actually show them love to the areas that they can't love. And this is what I've done. This is my magic. This is what I do in the academy, is I love the parts of people that are unlovable, that they can't. And once I start sharing that with them, they start to actually break free from the shackles that bind them. If you're interested in what you've heard right now, send me a message. I'd love to know what you're thinking around this, or comment below what you think self-love is about. Because if we don't build this and don't build our responsive-based levels up, we're going to keep getting bombarded by pain, and we're going to keep projecting them and putting that pain outside of us instead of working on ourselves. All right, have a great day, guys.